Okay, so who saw this tweet? I don't know if you guys follow her. Um, yours truly, your favorite, posted this status or this Twitter post the other day, saying this isn't a harassment campaign. People paid to have these jokes read out loud, and there was like 3 jokes out of 192 super chats that night. We got one of the people that were there in this chat right now. Kira is in here, and these were jokes that were a little high schoolish, jokes that were a little perverted, but they weren't actual harassment. Okay, there's nothing in this world that says talking about somebody is harassment. If that was the case, comedy wouldn't be a thing. Stand-up comedians wouldn't have jobs. People that write about people, tabloids, just in general, comedy in general, right? You can't just be like, "Oh, don't talk about me like that," and think that it's harassment. Yeah, Kira, if that was them, they were in here 5 minutes ago. They had no problem calling you a hoe, right? No problem calling you a hoe. No problem at all. And this individual just started following me the other day. Mr. Silence Do Good, right? Saying, how much did you pay to sexually harass me? That's another term. She threw that out the other day. Sexual harassment, right? That's a narrative right there, by the way. She was talking about Park Place. The name blanked out of my head. I wanted to say WDW. She was talking about how Park Place was running with narratives the other day. It was 110% fucking narrative here. Now, before his streams, he has this disclaimer. Just like I started to put a disclaimer in my streams at all as well. If you guys want to look underneath, disclaimer. Following programs meant for adult audiences only. If you're easily offended, you're choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. Now, is this a legal binding disclaimer? No, but you're a grown fucking adult. You're a grown woman. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Okay, don't claim that you're being harassed if you decide to stay somewhere and engage with people. Like, imagine if I didn't block that account, whether it was really her or not. If I didn't block them and they stayed, you guys would have started talking shit. You guys would have started talking trash back. And then she would have said, oh, I'm being harassed, even though she chose to stay here. Right? That's weird. You literally don't have to click something. You don't have to click and come somewhere. And it goes both ways. It honestly goes both ways. The other day, she was saying that if you don't denounce harassment, you're condoning it. What about on your end? What about on her end? Where there's people that you're literally Twitch streaming with, playing Marvel Rivals, that posted Smash JT's wife's work information and encouraged people to send emails to her. Where's denouncing that? Tell me that. Where's denouncing that? You're literally streaming today with somebody that encouraged to email somebody's wife and harass the wife at work. He posted that the other day. You literally yourself were you contacted his wife. So where's the denouncement with that? Where's the denouncement with trying to get information on Melanie Mack or Alisman Gold so you could write hit pieces? Oh no, I'm sorry. Journalism. Okay, it goes both ways. You're a public figure just like I am, just like anybody else is. All right? Smash's wife is not a public figure. So, Hypnotic put this post saying, Jesus Christ, I don't do videos about you. I don't talk about you, yet you still keep coming back like a bad STD. And you know what? He really doesn't. I can't remember the last time he made one. And it was a while for me. I think almost like 2 weeks. 2 weeks about. Since the last one that I made. I think I was talking about the email situation where people were saying emails were being deleted by her, by BGG, by Chris Kindred, and all that, right? By the way, guys, quick disclaimer to snowflakes watching this. People in my chat are their own individuals, their own opinions. The thoughts and views of 8-Bit Eric don't necessarily align with what you see in the chat. So grow a set. Because I've seen her chat during her Twitch streams. There's people that are calling people pedos. Like I've seen Bill Boneless say that I was pedo Eric or something like that. I mean, her herself, just because I endorsed a certain candidate that was caught up in a alleged legalities with sex trafficking and stuff with Matt Gaetz. She tried to imply like, oh, funny, this guy's endorsing that, right? How come their harassment, their defamation, their slander is good for their own, right? It's so weird how it works on that side. Makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. So going on, it says, yes, reading super chats is a thing. It is rude not to read super chats from your subscribers. If you had a fan base, you would know this. There were also super chatting, roasting the panel. Did you skip those? Did it not fit the narrative? And they were roasting. How many nights did you guys watch that stream? That same exact night, so many people sent funny, dark humor and racist jokes to Atreus, who's a black man. Did you see him throwing a fit? Like almost the whole entire night, everybody was just busting Atreus' fucking chops, right? Because he's not soft. He's not a snowflake. He understands that it's just having fun and chilling. That is nothing huge. Going on, it says there's a trigger warning at the start of every show. It seems you're choosing to ignore it and continue to watch, which is exactly what the warning says. If subscribers want to joke about you, then that is their choice. There were 192 super chats last night, and you decided to make all of it about you over 3 of them. So 192 super chats, 3 of them were just about her. Talk about main character syndrome. Main character syndrome, right? Somebody that has thin skin, somebody that just can't comply, somebody that just can't just get over it. This is an obvious plea for attention and trying to build a case against the judge. That's honestly what it is. That's honestly what it is. And nobody's seeing, like, nobody's blinded by the bullshit. You can see Kaida, shout outs to them, says she wants attention so bad, and it's actually sad at this point that she has nothing better to do other than sit watching streams of people she doesn't like in order to get offended. Hymnog says, bro, over 190 super chats and she chose 3 of them, laughing my ass out loud. And Kaida says, did she skip over the one roasting me for liking feet? Isn't that like a running joke? They try to call him like the foot bandit or something like that. The foot bandit. What's up, Word Up Russia? What's up, Sega Seth? Thank you for that super chat. I don't know why an alert didn't go off. But thank you. Can I get a hashtag Sega Seth in the chat, please? Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, continuing on, They literally make fun of him for liking feet, or there's some kind of like inside joke about that. He says, "I swear this fucking who is trying so hard to have any sort of relevancy." Right? Chat cooked Atreus on that stream. Yeah, he did. Now, continuing on, there were some more responses. She clearly wants to ride your man parts. I wouldn't go that far. Damn, look at Smash with the 252 liked comment. Says, give her a break. She clearly doesn't grasp how donations function. So, I mean, what are you supposed to do? If somebody donates, they put a super chat, you ignore it? Like, I even read people that just comment. I wouldn't say that, Prater. That's kind of... that's a next level roast if you're saying that. If you're saying that. So, yeah, she was getting her chops. Why does YouTube keep doing that? YouTube always does it where the dashboard crashes out. There we go. All right, so then talking about this, and I mentioned this earlier, she posted this whole status saying, if you do not denounce the harassment perpetuated by the community you've created, you're condoning it. That is a funny thing to say, again, because of somebody that's encouraged contacting wives. Somebody that's encouraged deplatforming websites. Somebody that's literally said showing somebody's address isn't doxing. Somebody that put Smash's full house address on some legal papers and posted it out there. I mean, that thing with the whole lawsuit that was filed and her address was redacted, but his wasn't. That was pretty low. That was fucking super low. What's up, Parbs? Super fucking low. And again, like I said, she's literally playing on Twitch with people that tweeted out, hey, contact this guy's wife. Contact this person's wife, blah, 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 blah. So Generated says, how is it you hate gays and such when YouTube Creative had the rainbow logo? Get real. I don't hate gays. Children don't have any business being taught about gender dysphoria and being told that they're not who they are. Generated. I know you're autistic and you're only like 24, 27, and you're kind of retarded, but nobody's hiding videos from members. Those videos were up for over a week. In fact, that video was public for 8 hours after the day that it came out. And I meant what I said. But nobody's going to give away members-only content. That's for the members. That's stealing content. That is stealing content. You're not going to go and react or steal content. So get out of here, faggot. You think I fucking give a shit about what people say? Or that I'm saying the F word, or that I say what I said about the trans kids and stuff like that? Dumbass. It's about somebody trying to steal paid content. It's behind a paywall. It's behind a paywall. That guy's always cried about, oh, Jay's a cuck and Jay's this and Jay needs to know that and blah, 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 blah. It's like, bro, get out of here. He's like one of those parasocial autistic spurgs that are stuck on the internet. He literally, like a month ago, was shit talking Review Tech USA, and now he's literally white knighting for him. Funny. Anyways, going on. It's absolutely behind a paywall for a reason. And you have content that's not behind a paywall also for a reason. Yeah, so if somebody was reacting to a stream that's not behind a paywall, perfect with that. But if the full stream's behind a paywall, you have no right to try to react to it. No right. If I don't do the ritual, the medallion gives you 80 years bad luck. Absolutely. But again, the bad luck can't get any worse, right? Now, let's continue. Kira just posted this. Was just an 8-Bit Eric live stream, and then this appears in the chat, clipped with cell camera. So, yeah. That was the second time, I guess, and a Mercante account came up trying to start shit with Kira. Kind of weird how it's not harassment when she does it. Now, Dermy Wormy, you saw this whole thing, posted this banger fucking comment. Let's take a look at it right here. And a lot of people are kind of fucking with her in regards to it. Yeah, at 100 likes, guys, we opened the Sonichu medallion. What's up, Master Breadman? Says, you know what, Alyssa is correct. So in the pursuit of keeping people accountable, I denounce her for false flagging 8-Bit Eric and for harassing and stalking Smash JT's family. I feel the weight on my soul lifting away now. And then I said, let's stop harassment. John Della Rose also chimed in on this, saying, just in case I wasn't clear, I condemn Alyssa Mercante harassing Smash JT's wife because she doesn't like his YouTube videos about Kotaku's bad behavior. And I said, thank you for denouncing. We must not allow harassment. And he goes, we must be better. Everybody just fucking, dude, isn't it funny how everybody's like, oh, do better, be better. She's the best definition of do as I say, not as I do. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. Chud chat. What rice is cooking? What? What's that, Master Breadman? Excel Gamer, I'm great. It was the holidays, man. Christmas holiday, no work. Give me a second. All right, let's continue. Be butter, Word Up Russia says. Now, this happened Monday, I believe Monday, or somewhere around Christmas. The 28th, no, actually, no, this was Friday. Apparently, Alyssa Mercante's boyfriend was doxxed, and I openly said I don't condone this. Master of the TDS said they don't condone this. Everybody else said they don't condone this, and I don't condone this, all right? I don't condone doxing somebody's private info, especially if it's somebody that's not involved. Her boyfriend, and Mercante, if you're watching this right now, your boyfriend's not a public figure. He's not a part of this at all in any manner. I don't think it's good or right for anybody to go after them, to post any private info, to try to intimidate, to try to scare. and to terrorize you at all either. We might not care for each other. I might not like you as a professional or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be like, hey, guys, go do this. Hey, guys, go do that. I'm not going to encourage doxing or having people go to your house or anything of that nature. Okay? Let's clear that right there, straight up. So you can see she posted this screenshot. And this is unfortunate, and I don't agree with it either. And I've been doxed several times. I've had CP sent to my fucking email. I've had packages that I don't want sent to my house. I don't know which one to be specific, D. I'm not gonna fucking look up their names. I think that's doxing. The current one, whatever that is. I don't fucking know. I'm not keeping track of who's her exes or who's that. Why am I telling the creature when they reveal people's addresses? Because I don't condone it. Two wrongs don't make a right. She did it herself. The point is, this is where the irony in that is, okay? This is the irony in where it's at, is now she's suddenly worried about doxing. Now she's suddenly terrorized. Who's trying to shut my channel down? Now she's suddenly worried. Now suddenly she's terrorized after she revealed people's addresses. After she posted that lawsuit, filed that lawsuit with Smash's address right on it. Now suddenly doxing's bad, right? Now suddenly doxing is bad. That's where it's fucked. And Smash called it out. Smash called it out. Alyssa Mercante now suddenly cares about doxing, having her and her loved ones' lives terrorized. Even though she proactively and very happily, I might add, publicly doxed me and my entire family, putting our livelihoods in constant danger, I'll always hold the standpoint that I do not condone this happening to anyone. And see, even at the end of the day, Smash has taken the high road. At the same time, to be clear, I'm not shedding any tears for her, assuming any of her tweet there is even true in the first place. Now, I didn't go to whatever this place was at, wherever it was fucking doxed. I didn't look it up. I'm not asking anybody else to do it. I'm not condoning it. But it was fucked that she posted that lawsuit with his address on it. And in the same fucking paragraph, she was saying hers was redacted because she feared harassment. And then I think she said looking up somebody's house address in the past. Wasn't there a screenshot? Looking up a house address in the past isn't doxing. There was something that she said in that vein, I think. Don't remember what it was. It was something in that vein. I'm sure Smash has it on his website somewhere in a blog post. So, yeah. And you see people talking about it, saying they don't believe it, blah, 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 blah. I'm not showing those screenshots. All sorts of different things going on here. Regardless of which, she went privated after this. And that's when she posted the whole, if you don't denounce the harassment, you condone it. It has to go both ways. I think I did a tweet about that. Let me see. Where's it at? Let's go on. By the way, this was a AI video that Review Tech USA posted today. I guess a couple of his dents put like a screenshot and posted it. I've done a lot worse than that on my live streams, so that wasn't a gotcha. And he said, someone sent me this clip, and I quote tweeted saying, this is much better, isn't it? You know, I'm not going to tell you who said it, but I have a friend that's a pretty prominent YouTube channel, a gaming channel, prominent, a few 100,000 subscribers, said, my God, he really does have women's breast. I was like, yeah. Anyways, continuing on. I responded saying, a lot of us disavowed the doxing incident that happened over this weekend to you. And this goes both ways. And it goes both ways. And if she's watching this, if that was her on the YouTube channel, look, girl, I'm tired of it. All right? I'm tired of it. Tired of it. It goes both fucking ways. All right? I've never fucking doxed you. I've never called for anything that happened beyond just criticizing your tweets and your articles and stuff. That's it. But yeah, you reap what you sow at the end of the day, and a lot of people aren't going to show sympathy for you. And I honestly, everybody's their own individual. Everybody's their own fucking individual. I'm not responsible for you guys. I'm not responsible for your audience. The only thing that I could control is who's commenting. The only thing I could control is if somebody is commenting and I see a dox, I could moderate it. But I'm not going to shut down people's opinion of you. If they want to fucking do super chats talking shit, if somebody wants to call you something or an insult, whatever, if somebody wants to say an opinion about you, that's their fucking right. Just like the way that they would do in your comments and in your Twitter replies and anywhere else that you engage with them. We've seen the stuff they say about us. They think all of you guys are idiots that listen to rage bait grifters. So it goes both ways. Now, today, Jake Steinberg posted this. Basically attacking everybody that was on that hypnotic stream. By the way, we're at 78 likes. Okay? If we reach 100 likes, we'll open the Sonichu. We'll open the Sonichu. So, this guy says, the thing dumb fucks miss is that it's not about these words coming out of a harasser's mouth, though Jeff has said equally fucked stuff. It's about knowingly cultivating and profiting off a space that encourages and celebrates this behavior. So what's the first thing that sticks out to you when you read this comment? And I made a video about this earlier, by the way. I made a video about this earlier today. It came out a couple hours ago. If you haven't seen it, make sure you bookmark it. Make sure you, I guess, open it up and save it to look at later. But I'm going to kind of give like a little rehash of what I'm saying here as well. Right? What's the first thing that sticks out to you guys out of all this whole entire paragraph? And it's a common denominator that all these guys that complain about grifters, like the main issue that they have with all of them. Benjamin, that's hilarious. So the main factor, Fontrelli says he's not hitting like because they don't want me to get doxxed. So the main thing that all these people that complain about grifters have that's in common, it's money. Money, 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 money. They're all upset that people could get support from you guys. All of them. It doesn't matter if they're a woke gaming journalist. It doesn't matter if they're Review Tech USA. The problem that he has, and the problem that anybody that tries to say you're a grift and you're grifting off your audience, is they think that you guys watching this are stupid and give your money to us because they think that you guys are trailer park trash that have no intelligence and that you guys are just being fed what you guys want to hear. They don't think that you guys could be your own individuals And that's why I've said stuff like other YouTubers and stuff work you guys, because they're not real. They don't keep it real. Like, would you rather me sit here and filter myself? So these guys are upset because we're not playing the industry game. We're not being fake and doing the kissing each other's ass so we can have access media. That's what they're upset about. So that's why he's saying cultivating and profiting. Like, hey guys, news flash. Newsflash, guys. Some of these guys like Hypnotic and them, they're successful because they know what their audience wants to talk about. Smash is fucking killing it after years of floundering because guess what? He pivoted. I'm gaining a little bit of steam because I pivoted. You have to lean into what your audience wants. You have to. If you don't lean into your audience, if you just fucking flounder around, you're going to just be stuck in the same rut. You're not going to grow. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be non-tent. Non-tent. People want content. They want stuff to absorb. They want stuff to talk about. They want their creators and people that they support to talk about stuff that's interesting to them, whether they agree with it or not. See, that's the problem. It's a lot of people stopped watching stuff and reading stuff that they don't agree with. So they all live in an echo chamber. They all live in an echo chamber. If you don't watch, play, read, engage, or listen to stuff that you might not agree with openly, you're just fucking stagnating yourself. Right? You're just stagnating yourself. Is stuff a little negative at times? Sure. I'll admit, video, negative video, negative video, negative video, negative video. But when that's the trending news, when that's like the news of the day, I'm sorry, but this stuff is affecting the gaming industry immensely. I said this the other day. It's affecting the gaming industry because it trickles down. If developers and studios are one way, and then the journalists that write about those games are one way, and then these people that are managers of communities like on Discords and Reddits are one way, it all trickles down, and it becomes just a echo chamber. And it's like, if these guys don't agree, we're going to cancel them, or we're going to say this, or we're going to write this hit piece, or we're going to make sure this guy doesn't work in the industry. It's all a little club. It's all a little fucking club. These guys can't take it. YouTubers, Rumblers, Twitch streamers, whatever, we're all independent content creators that don't have to cater to some kind of corporate company or cater to something for access media, and that drives them nuts because there's layoffs. And you know what? I'll say it. I don't like when people lose their jobs, but you got to think common denominator with all these layoffs that are happening in the industry. You got to stop and wonder why. What's the reason? What's the problem, right? Changes have to be made. The swamp has to be fucking drained. That's not grifting. That's not rage baiting. Imagine living in a world where you think anything that you don't agree with is rage bait. Like imagine in a small situation, let's say you're at the lunch table at school. And your kid's like, "Oh, I don't like Little Caesars. I like Pizza Hut." And you disagree with them, you think they're rage baiting you? Like you're never supposed to have an opposing or contrasting opinion because it's rage bait. And if you're doing it, if you're leaning into your audience, you're knowingly cultivating it. And then if you're profiting off of it, that's even worse. Do you know why? And he says profiting off a space that encourages and celebrates it. Do you know why every space is encouraging it and celebrating it, because that's what the majority still thinks. This last election proved it. Look at that fucking map. Whether you care for Republican or Democrat, whatever, look at it. The majority of the demographic of the United States of America leans one way and thinks one way and has always done that. And sorry, that's just the way it goes. But the beauty about living in this country is even if you're not in the majority, you still have your rights. You still have your freedom of speech. You still have your ability to use your platform to discuss things that you want. But the problem is that people are choosing to use their platforms to cancel, to deplatform, and to bitch instead of just creating. They're all non-tent. Oh, well, you're a rage baiter, blah blah blah. No, I'm leaning into my audience. Leaning into my audience. I don't bug nobody that's outside of it. How many times do you see me go on to anybody else's channel starting shit? Even if they're saying, oh, go onto my show. Oh, go onto my podcast. Oh, go do this. Oh, call me out with that. Like, no, because your audience is not my audience. I'm not even making that much money, though, Hypnotic and Rapture. I told everybody the other day, this is the most I ever made on YouTube was 2020. and I've only made half of what I made in 2020 this year. What's up, Orange Yoshi? You're having dominoes. Nice. Thank you, Kira. But no, Tail says they're not the target audience. That's fine. That's fine if you're not the target audience, but the majority is males that are like between 35 to 45, like 25 to 44. That demographic, they're the guys that have money. They're the guys that have kids. They're the guys that are the bread makers for their house. Whatever gets bought, whatever gets eaten, whatever gets consumed goes through them. And that's how it's always been. When you're a kid, you go to your dad to ask for money, right? It's his money buying the shit. So, yeah, he threw this weird shit fit. Anyways, I went on that weird tangent. Oh, I don't know anything about, I don't know anything about, by Reddit. Is that 4chan V? What's up, Steven? I don't know anything about 4chan, Tales of Gore. I don't like 4chan's layout. It's so hard to use. Like, how many of you guys have ever been like on 4chan and then you accidentally click away or accidentally scroll or accidentally hit something and then it takes you elsewhere and then you lose your fucking spot after you've been like scrolling for like an hour? like 4chan frustrates me. Thank you, Shane's World. Appreciate that. It's layout hasn't changed. Yeah, it definitely looks like a 2001 HTML fucking layout. So continuing on, Smash calls this out. Notice how people like Jake Knows It operate to push an agenda, though Jeff has said equally fucked stuff. Yet for some strange reason, they never provide any evidence. Like what fucked stuff has Smash said is what I want to know. Show me some screenshots. They constantly showcase only their side by using out-of-context clips, tweets, to try and sway public opinion. Those are loose words used to mold and fit any argument that in the grand scheme are completely meaningless. And yet these people are the ones that are saying, you're trying to control a narrative. Oh, you guys are trying to spread this narrative and this whole, you guys are lying and you guys are saying opinion as fact. It goes both ways.